All right, guys. So I'm working on doing a comp for one of my students right now, and I really haven't got far into this at all. I just basically put in the address here, and I stopped because I was like, "Hey, I might as well show everybody how I do this." So basically, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take the address, and um, we want to know the physical attributes about the property. For instance, I know looking at my phone, what he sent me, it's a three bed, two full bath, 1,500 square foot. That's it. But we need to know more. What's up? Okay. So he wants to be on camera. No problem. All right. So next thing we're going to do is we want to know a couple things. We want to know the year first off. Also, every one of my properties, I go onto Google Earth, I do a 360, I make sure I'm not in the hood. Um, have not been convinced this isn't a terrible area, but so you got a single car garage of the older properties. I think this is the property here. Can't really see it. You could. It doesn't really help as much, does it? So basically, I look for houses that when I'm looking for the hood, I'm looking for are people parking on their front lawns. I hate that. When I see that, I don't buy in those neighborhoods. No, I'm not seeing people parking on their front lawns. I'm not seeing any excess trash and tires and all that kind of stuff outside. So yeah, I would definitely call this maybe like a C neighborhood for sure. Okay, so that's fine. I did for my 360 view. It is on Zillow. It's built in 1987. Okay, so you click on Zillow. You can use whatever, but Zillow will tell me. Okay, here's some pictures of the outside. I don't have pictures of the inside, by the way. He didn't send me anything. So it's a 1,500 square foot. Sorry, I'm pointing with the camera. Sorry, that was in the way. 1987. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, what year it was built. So I go back here and I'm looking for. Here's a 3.2. Here's a 3.2. So I got 255, 229, 321, 260. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to click on all four of these, okay? The ones that I'm looking for are, well, that's a good comp. This is the 3.2, 1,400, basically 1,500 square foot. It's sold for $260,000. Now, before I send them this comp real quick, that's one of the things I do with my students is I'll double check comps for them. That's part of the one-on-one mentorship. Okay, so this is probably gonna be pretty nice inside. I can tell by the outside. Okay, so we got new paint ish, new carpet, maybe new floors. Let's see what the kitchen looks like. Okay, so granite countertops, uh, painted cabinets. It looks like. So this was a yep, granite in there as well. Okay, it's got popcorn ceilings, but yeah. So this is a solid. I'm gonna call this a solid comp because if you were gonna rehab a property in this neighborhood, this would be an easy level to bring it up to. You don't have to be an HGTV specialist, to redo a house completely like they do. This is hey, new carpet, new paint, granite countertops, kind of a wham bam, thank you ma'am kind of thing. So real quick, I'm gonna take a picture of this because this is going to be uh, that's gonna be a good comp. All right, so I'm just gonna do this real time with you guys if that's cool. All right, so okay, so that was one of them. That's a great comp. 260. This is 321. Why? Why is this 321? It's also a 3.2. It's also 1,500 square foot. So here's here's what year is this built? 1987. Okay, so this is within the 5 years. Okay, this is also within 200 square foot. Okay, those are what the metrics you need to have together in order to get a good comp. Can't comp something that's 3,200 square foot or a 2004 build. They don't comp correctly because you have to comp like appraisers are going to comp. Okay, you can't come up with numbers that appraisers aren't going to be using as their metric to come up with a value on the property. Okay, so when you're analyzing ARV, you need to understand how appraisers analyze the ARV so you can analyze like the appraiser to get the correct ARV. Okay, does that make sense? All right, so this one brought much higher, like what is it, $70,000 higher? However, they put a lot more money into the property too. They gutted the kitchen, got all brand new kitchen. Oh wait, let me go back. Hold on. Yep. So they scraped the popcorn ceiling. Backyard's got a little patio area. So this house has been basically probably, I guarantee the bathrooms have been completely done. Let's see if I'm right. Let's see if I'm right. Barn doors, yeah, bathrooms have been completely done. And the other one has been done too. Even has probably new windows. I'm gonna go with those are probably vinyl windows, the newer stuff. It's kind of hard to tell in that one. Yeah, these are new windows. All right. So, yes, this house brought up $70,000 more, but they also put a lot more money into this property in order to get that. Maybe not $70,000 worth, but scraping the ceilings is a lot of work. Replacing the entire kitchen is a lot of work. Windows, I can tell you on this is probably about $8,000. Like, there's a lot here. Okay, holding costs and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so yes, I'm gonna take a picture of this for him as well. This is a comp. However, this comp is going to be like our what I like to call the HGTV style comp. Not necessarily what you need to do in order to get a quick return. Yes, does it look good? Yeah, it looks good, but then you have to charge a lot for it, putting it out of some buyer's price range. Okay, I like to situate my houses to be affordable. Okay, maybe not over the top, but I don't want it to be like, oh, there's cockroaches everywhere and the bathrooms are disgusting, and I don't want it to be that level, but I don't necessarily want it to be over here. I want it to be kind of like a happy medium. Like it's got granite, it's got painted cabinets, they still are in good shape. Save me money, save you money as the buyer as well. Basically something like clean, functional, affordable. Um, and if you're coming from California, you're looking at these prices and be like, "Oh, this is affordable." But if you're coming from Ohio, you're probably saying the opposite. All right, so we're gonna look at these two as well. 1,200. So not gonna be the best comp. Give me just 1 second. I want to see. Did that house? Yeah, it has a two-car garage. Okay, so this one I'm gonna pass on, and then this one's way too small, and that's a single car garage. Okay, so really our best two comps that are sold, okay, are gonna be our HGTV comp at 321, and then our done well comp at 260. So you might be asking yourself, um, how do we come up with an offer, right? Well, let's pretend the $260,000 comp is what we're going to have our house look like, right? So if it's 1,500 square foot, we're going to say, see, we don't know what the house looked like before, okay? And that's like the big, like the big bugaboo here. Okay, we don't know what it looked like before. However, we're going to say it needed, let's just say, $20 a square foot. Humor me. $20 square foot. $1,500. I'm sorry, 1,500 square foot times $20 square foot. This is a rehab budget, okay, of $30,000. Okay, so we're just gonna remember 30,000 and put it off to the side for now. $260,000 is our ARV. As long as the market hasn't shifted, that's still our ARV. Okay, $260,000. We always offer always offer to the seller or to the wholesaler 70%. I should say the wholesaler 70% of ARV, okay, which is now 182,000. Okay, so for 260, 70% of that's 182,000 minus the $30,000 in repairs brings us to a max offer of $152,000. You see how we came up with that? And in between all of that, okay, is hard money cost, is title closing cost, probably both ways to buy and to sell. It's going to be hard money fees as well, insurance. Those can be rolled into holding costs, but there's a lot of expenses. I'm doing my taxes right now. I have a property. Matter of fact, I have to show you. I'm not kidding. Okay, look at my closing costs on this. Can we see this? Can we see this? $57,000. Now this was a fourplex, so it's a bigger property. 57 grand in closing costs. Now, that included, let me just back up a little bit. That included foundation work, commissions, title fees, other stuff. Okay, it adds up like a lot. A prepayment penalties, like wow, right? Um, that's why we make the offers that we make. Okay, but yeah, so that's how we comp properties based off of sold comps. Thanks, guys. I'll see you around.